welcome to 5 Minute Financial with family law attorney Seth Glazer. This week you're going to get to meet and get to know a little bit more about who Seth is. We hope you guys enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name's Seth Glazer, one of the new partners over at Thomas Godley & Grimes. Just started here in January 2019. I am in the family law side of things, one of the family law partners. I've been practicing family law since really August of 2010 when I got out of law school. I am more or less a Charlotte native. I like to tell people that I was born in Michigan, and I'm a big University of Michigan fan, but the reality is I moved to Charlotte when I was 6 months old, and I basically spent my entire life in Charlotte. So, except for undergraduate law school, I went to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill for undergraduate, where I was a double major in economics and political science, math, numbers, money, financial issues. It's always been a strong point of mine. That's one of the reasons why a big part of my practice is related to complex financial issues and complex financial matters. Went to law school at the UNC School of Law in Chapel Hill, so I was there for 7 years straight, which after a while I was ready to get out of there. Didn't go too far though. I moved back to Charlotte, started practicing in Charlotte with a law firm in Matthews that have made a couple of transitions to get to where I'm at now. And so given all my connections to Charlotte, having grown up, I grew up in the kind of southeast part of Charlotte, down actually closer to the Weddington border. But at this point in my life, I've lived all over Charlotte, currently living in uptown Charlotte. So a lot of my practice is focused in Mecklenburg County, but I do service clients in Union County. When I first started down in Matthews, I had a number of Union County cases. I know all the people out there, all the attorneys, the judges. Like to spend some time out there. I've got cases in Rowan County. I do work in Gaston County, Cabarrus County, and of course Iredell County. For the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years, I've really been straddling the line between Iredell County, Mecklenburg County, so that's predominantly where I practice, but like I said, I service other counties in the surrounding area. I even have a case in Polk County. Outside of practicing law, I have a couple things I like to do in my spare time. I have a wonderful puggle named Chief, who just turned 12 years old. Actually got Chief right before I went to law school, so he's been with me through thick and thin as I've gone through all these years, all these moves, and all these transitions. Big avid soccer fan. I used to be an avid soccer player, although as my body has gotten a little bit older and my legs a little bit more weary, I'm not playing as much soccer as I used to, but I still love to play. I try to play once a week with a co-ed team that I've been on, and co-ed team that I've been managing for the past 4 or 5 years, I would say. Very involved in a couple things in the Mecklenburg County, Greater Charlotte area community. One of those being the Mecklenburg County Teen Court Program. Actually, when I was in middle school, I joined the Mecklenburg County Teen Court Program when I was in 6th grade, and I don't know how much people know about that program. It's a very, very, very exceptional program. It does a lot for the community. Go look it up. It's run by the Assistance League of Charlotte. The ladies at the Assistance League do a great job running that program. If you have some spare money, by all means, donate to them. They're always looking for donations. But I grew up in that program. That was sort of one of the first exposures that I had to the law and legal community. I continued to volunteer for the Mecklenburg County Teen Court Program up through my graduation from high school, and then when I came back to work in Charlotte, I eventually went back to volunteer for the Mecklenburg County Teen Court Program as a judge. And so usually, once or twice a year, I will go and be a volunteer judge over there. Another charity that is near and dear to my heart is the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. I have a good friend in the legal community who has a child with cystic fibrosis that, obviously have that connection to him. My father was in big pharmaceuticals, worked for Merck Pharmaceuticals for a number of years. And one of the things that you learn when you start researching cystic fibrosis is that the big pharmaceutical companies don't really put any money towards cystic fibrosis. It's a fairly rare disease. The government doesn't put any money towards it. And so really all of the research, all of the advancements in medication for cystic fibrosis all comes from funding that is raised through the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Because it's such a rare disease, you just don't see a lot of public money thrown towards it. So being part of a foundation that raises money, that substantially a large chunk of the money that's raised by the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation goes into research for new drugs and new healthcare options for individuals with cystic fibrosis. It means a lot to be able to even just a little, for anyone out there who's got some money to give to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, because it means a lot just to give a little to them, because they don't get the government or big pharmaceutical assistance that they should. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of background information on me. Again, I gotta apologize for this voice. I've been sick, but wanted to talk to everyone out there, introduce myself. You'll be hearing a lot more from me, discussing what I do as a family law attorney, discussing financial issues and family law cases, as well as custody issues and child support issues and everything else that I do to help individuals going through separation.